So It is a supernatural horror movie that's actually a remake of the original It that came back way back when, written by Stephen King. And the movie comes out this Friday, and is this movie good? I'll say as a movie itself, it was very entertaining. I did have a good time with it. Had a good amount of scares in it. Had a good amount of humor to it. That was a surprise. All right, I'm gonna say that right out the gate. I never saw the original It, but hear me out. I wanted to go into this remake pretty much just like, okay, I don't want to constantly be like, okay, the original did it better, the original did it like this, and the original did it like that. I just wanted to go into it just as a movie and rate it as a movie itself without constantly comparing it to the original. And I felt as a movie itself, it worked. There were things like about other things I weren't too crazy about. I was just like, did the original do it like that? If it did, then I won't like it in the original either. But a lot of things worked in this movie, and as a horror movie itself, it was very effective in that. So that's what you need to know first and foremost. Effective as a horror movie. That's always a plus, right? Like Pennywise, you see this clown. I'm not sleeping tonight. Getting to the pros and cons, I believe that it comes out in theaters this Friday. If you saw the original It way back when and you're a fan, I feel like you're gonna watch this movie and have a good time with it, and you'll be able to appreciate this remake that actually did it good. Here's why. I felt about acting in the movie. The crew, the ensemble in this movie, the kids were pretty good. I liked them. They had good chemistry amongst each other. I felt like by the time this movie wrapped all up, I felt like, yeah, you guys are friends, and I buy it and everything. And the main person I'm going to point out is my man Richie from Stranger Things. I was just like, when I first saw him, I was like, is he from Stranger Things? That is him from Stranger Things. Loved him in that, so yes. He was an asshole, but who does love an asshole in horror movies? So I liked him. He made it much more enjoyable for me. Actor to play Pennywise himself, oh my God, it was scary and creepy as fuck. But creepy as shit and everything. The things he was doing in his movie, the way he was terrorizing these kids and getting into their heads and making them see shit, I was just like, it was really good, effective. It reminded me of the original Nightmare on Elm Street with Freddy Krueger, you know, the original one. But it reminded me in that aspect, and I appreciated it much more, and it was just, overall acting in the movie was really good. I enjoyed it. The plot of the movie is pretty simple and straightforward. Pretty much the movie opens up with little Georgia, you know, he's sailing his little boat and everything in this little yellow raincoat. The boat sails down to the sewer, and then you see evil Ronald McDonald pretty much like, you want fries with that? So he ends up snatching Georgie, and the way it happens is just like, oh shit, this is what we're in for. Okay, and from there we pretty much have the Breakfast Club just like, you know, they're seeing it all over the place, terrorizing them and everything. They're pretty much like, you know what, I'm sick of clowns and I hate this shit, so let's just sock it to them, let's take down it. That's your movie, more or less. For the movie, I'm going to say that it is effective as a horror movie because there are a lot of creepy images, a lot of creepy scenarios in the movie that just happened that was like, oh shit, there's some real bone-chilling shit. Like, there would be no dialogue, you just have a character walk into a room and the music would just cue up and be like real eerie shit like that. Like, you'd be like, you gotta look all around, you would look into a dark closet and shit, then you would see Pennywise, but you couldn't quite make out what he was doing, everything like that. I like how the movie builds up the tension. It really makes your brain freak out because it's like, it's the things you can't see that makes your brain just go like, it could be anything, and that's like more scary than what you would actually see on screen. I mean, very effective, and the movie did that a lot, and I liked it. Also, the movie had a surprising amount of good humor to it too, and that does come from my man Richie. Yeah, a lot of good comedic dialogue in the movie that also helped it too. For those like slow, jarring parts of shit, you're like, yeah, this movie could wrap up a little bit because it's kind of long. Because in one of the cons of the movie, it's not really a con because I think the original did this. At least I heard the original did this. The movie is like 2 hours plus long. That's pretty long for a horror movie. I was just like, yeah, it could have like, there were scenes in it. I was just like, take that out, take that out, take that out, take that out, shorten it up. Much more cohesive movie. But those are literally the parts of the movie I was like, well, maybe the original did it like that, so that's why it's like that. That's why I have to go watch the original, because I'm like, if that's how the original did it, then I guess I don't like it in that either. There was literally one character in the movie, I believe it was the black dude. I don't know if he's in the original or not, but he could have been cut from this movie. And if I'm being real, Pennywise himself, while he was terrifying as shit in some parts, but also some parts of the movie I was just like, he's just being goofy and silly. So I think it does add to that cheesiness that the original movie had. So if it does, then I guess that's being faithful to the source material. At the end of the day, it was a very enjoyable movie. I had a good time with it and everything. I was definitely unsettled, unnerved by Pennywise. He was scary as shit. Still not sleeping tonight. The acting in the movie was really good. The scares in the movie were effective. The movie had a little bit of pacing issues here and there, and it was a little bit long. That could have been shortened up. They just took out a lot of unnecessary shit. But overall, it was a pretty enjoyable movie. I think you'll have a good time with it. And that being said, I'm going to easily say that it is an 8 out of 10, which is worth seeing at full emission. And so, guys, subscribe. Until next time.